Ebrius, as you concentrate in this dark and dimly moonlight lit room that you guys have been resting here for about 2 hours. Alexander, you find yourself comfortably on the bed, sleeping for about 2 hours now. The rest of you guys have been talking and kind of just catching your breaths. As that happens, you all watch as Ebrius kind of stands up from his sitting position. He holds the spider amulet to himself, and you watch as he closes his eyes. His red hands, just kind of black claws a little bit protruding from them, clutching the spider amulet. Davin's voice comes out clearly. Kinslayer! How dare you! And he just cuts off. And then you hear Nilfas' grady voice, Kinslayer. As you concentrate, another deeper voice penetrates your mind, Ebrius, as you hear, yes, my blood. Surrender. And you all watch as previously before, the red aura begins to emanate from Ebrius' body, his eyes starting to glow and shine a red color. But your eyes lift up, and you see Bast standing there in front of you, kind of looking at you, a little worried, since Bast has a pretty high passive perception. And that feeling fades away. You have attuned to it, but the attunement has failed. It seems like almost Ebrius, roll a wisdom check.
Wisdom check.
You've been blocked.
9.
Okay. Feels like it's... you can access it, you just don't know how to use it.
Duran, I attuned to this, but I don't know really how to use it. We may have to work together.
Well, I mean, all part of attuning to the item is getting a deeper understanding of it. I can't tell you more since I'm not allowed to identify it nor attune to it.
No, you identified. You already have all the information.
Fine.
Yeah. But we found out if you try to use it for more than a second, it's gonna blow up and pretty much kill you.
I spent a spell slot to identify it because I didn't want you to touch it for long.
Great. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I already identified it. I can't tell you any more than I know.
No, you know how to use it to get to places, but you can't hold it. So we're gonna have to Ebrius is gonna use it, hold it, but you're gonna tell him what to do.
Great. I'm gonna tell you what to do then.
All right. Glad we agree.
What?
Gribble crabble. What the fuck are you saying?
Yeah.
Gribble grabble.
It's not easy to talk.
We need a medic. He's having a stroke. Speaking infernal.
Sure. Infernal.
That does sound infernal.
That sounds infernal.
I've been practicing.
That's in German, don't worry about it.
Same thing. Okay. Yeah, well, everybody gather up, or whatever he said. What you need to do is you need to realize where you want to go and look into yourself and believe you're there.
I don't know what you're doing now. But before we go, we could use this place to rest up. I think we're all pretty exhausted.
Yes.
Well, one escaped, so if he calls for his buddies and we're just sleeping here, that would not end well for any one of us.
Duran, can I use this thing to lock a portal?
Cal, can you use this thing to lock up a portal?
in your mind, it's roll an Arcana check.
Sure.
Can I give him can I help him with an advantage by shaking the amulet in front of his face like keys to a baby?
Yeah, you can definitely do that if you go ahead and roll a Arcana check as well.
All right.
Nice.
Keep getting worse.
Yeah. So
Actually, it's the same roll, but
you try to help Durin, but in actuality, it's an hindrance to Durin. Roll your Arcana check. As he concentrates, you start to talk over, and you can see like his eyes begin to kind of flicker as you're talking to him. Ebrius jangling shiny things in front of his face as to help him. Durin, doesn't matter.
Yeah. He realized that this worked for children like Ebrius, but this is not a valid way.
Durin is very used to just blocking other people out when he's concentrating. And you are awarded with the knowledge that, somebody who can use this spider amulet properly can lock or open special portals through this network that spans Corvair, the continent. And Doran, you weren't here when I explained this, but you realize that this spider network of these purple portals designed by this cult is everywhere. Random locations. You only got a brief glimpse of what it can really do, but it seems like transportation for this cult is very unlimited.
Okay. Yeah, according to the quick glimpse I got into it, and please stop that, that's not helping anyone, maybe you, but not really me.
No. Sorry.
You should be able to, but you seem to have trouble. You may not have attuned to it fully.
I don't think I want to attune to it fully.
Well, I mean, all I can say is the information that I got is that a person who attuned to it should be able to use it. To lock down so you can't come here from other places. Use that with information to what you will. You should be able to, but I don't have a how to do manual. That's a lie. You need to press it up, top right, top left, top
A B.
No, R, top right, bottom right, top left, bottom right, then left down right, up left down right, and then circle. Then you get unlimited ammo. And lockdown portals.
Ebrius, as as Durin is speaking nonsense and gibberish to you,
it works in GTA.
You hear a voice in your head. I don't think that's going to work. How about you come up here and have a quick chat with me? I promise I won't bite.
Why should I believe anything you say?
Because that's what I've heard.
This is in his head.
Is it?
Yes.
Because I want to meet you.
The only people like you who want to meet me want me dead. So I think I'll pass.
I make no promises, but I know one thing for sure, is that more people are coming, you're hurt, and I'm probably the only way you're going to get out of here alive. But if you want to see all your friends die and end this campaign as it is, feel free. Stay.
That's a bit on the nose.
It's your choice, Ebrius. And the female voice just kind of cuts off.
Ebrius just mutters under his breath, "Son of a bitch."
As you say that the tiefling woman on the floor, who's tied up and bound, I think Mecha Panther is kind of watching over her. She stirs. Oh. Looks around. Why am I still here?
You. How do I use this thing?
I don't know.
Inside check.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Pick a bad luck card.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Yes, I love the healing.
I'm not healing you. Duron, you heal him. You don't have the good spell slots.
I have less spell slots than you. Mine are more valuable.
I don't have one spell slot.
I have a second level.
Don't worry, I'll just lay on hands.
She kind of looks around. I really don't know. And you believe her.
Fuck.
She's just like sweating, like eyes shifting everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. And Ebrius, you're like, yeah,
fuck.
she's telling the truth, absolutely.
Why would she lie? You're an honest person. She's an honest person.
Fuck.
That's how honesty works.
Fuck.
As you walk towards the portal, Ebrius, the amulet does glow purple, and regardless of your failed attunement or not, you do feel like there are now portals beginning to open around, and it seems like whoever is coming, they're going to come soon.
Fuck. Fuck. He's gonna walk back here. Gus Bass. I gotta talk with you in private.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, are you sure you don't want someone to come up and join you? For safety reason?
No.
You know, the body system? Bast, you're legitimately his body.
okay. Are you going up the stairs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Up the stairs is the ruined statue of what once was the statue of Lolith that you guys completely ruined.
I'm gonna wait for Bass. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna go over here so we're not at the stairs. He's holding some papers. And he turns to Bass and he gives the papers to Bass. This is the invasion map and the letters that talk about it. Take him to Malor or Talit when you get out of here. Make sure they get it.
And you're giving me them because...
The voice I heard in my head from before spoke again. She said more are coming. I went to the portal and... Well, I don't know how, but I can feel it. More are coming. They're going to be here soon. She said if I go talk with her, she's going to tell us how to get out of here. But I have to go alone.
I mean, I'm not... Are you sure it's a good idea to go?
No, I don't trust her. I don't know what she wants to do. Or what she is going to do. But she wasn't lying about more of them coming. And in the shape we are right now, I'm not sure if we'll be able to take them.
Yeah, you right about that. At least from what I can tell about myself. I mean, I told you before that it was your gut feeling. If you think you have to go... But you really don't think that it's possible that more people can go?
I don't
With
think
you?
she's gonna let us. She did say just me. But if I have to go, I'd rather go alone if it's a trap. I don't want to put any of you in danger.
Do you want to tell the others that you're going?
No. Pretty sure Alexander would try to stop me.
I'm in
Or-
his sleeping right now.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, don't tell him I'm just up here thinking or something. But tell him more are coming for the portal, so maybe make a barricade around it, prepare some traps.
I'm gonna let you go if you promise me to come back.
He kind of looks away. I don't want to lie to you.
I don't care if it's a lie or not. Just promise me that you come back.
He looks back. I promise I'll be back. Shut up, Nicole.
Back, I'm Mickey.
Didn't get that. What was that? So it cut out.
Yeah, he looks back to Bass and says, I promise I'll be back. Shut up, Nicole.
Okay, that's all that I want to hear. I take Ibu's hand and give him a quick kiss. And I say, just do what you think it's right.
Gives you a smile, a nod. Then turns around, starts walking to the portal.
As you do, you notice the spider amulet is beginning to glow a different color. One that was originally purple starts to kind of almost blend into a bright, sickly red, and then it kind of gets even more lighter and brighter into almost like a hot pink color. And as it begins to glow, in that instance, Bast, as you watch Ebrius start making his way around the stone dais over to the portal, he disappears in a flash of light.
Before stepping on the dice?
No, as you approach the portal.
Yeah, as he approaches, he takes a deep breath, looks back to Bass one last time, and takes the last step.
Okay. You disappear in a small, bright light, and as you do, you are presented with this monstrous-looking creature, just kind of resting on the bed here. It's got the upper torso of a human female, with straw-colored hair tied up by straps, and loose strands fall from her gray shoulders. From the back of her head, 6 insect-like limbs protrude, 3 on each side. Her shoulders and back seem to be covered in a spiky carapace of some sort, and her human arms shift into large, monstrous claws at the elbow. Her lower half is dominated by a bulbous and pulsing spider abdomen, and 2 arachnid-like legs jutting from each side of it. And as you here's what they look like.
Day?
And as you approach,
Wait, we ran
here-
the picture. I didn't see it.
you hear, Ebrius, you fool! You have been tricked! You are a stupid, red, dumb, idiot, stupid tiefling who walked straight into my trap. Now you must die, choking on your own blood. Prepare to do with combat. Roll initiative.
Shit. Fuck. Mikko, go away.
Never!
Alright, the monster is just kind of, its insect-like legs kind of clicking and clattering, kind of shields his face a couple times. A large forked tongue kind of slithers out. It seems like there's some drool coming out of the side of the mouth, and it's just like, and it's just waiting for you to do something. Just kind of lounging on the bed here, which is a very massive sized bed.
Alright, I'll quickly pull out my two swords. Swords of wounding in my main hand. Question, do I get the feat for a level 8 or do I need to rest to get it?
You need to rest. Long rest.
Alright. Okay.
It's just kind of standing there on its two arachnid legs.
Bonus action. Like Ride of the Dawn on the short sword and action dodge for now. And then as a free action, I'll like in my head. What was the name of the priestess? I lost my notes.
Nilista.
How do you spell it? At least, alright, priestess. And in my head, I say, I'm here, Nilista.
Alright, as you say that, this monstrous insect-like female kind of the insect legs just kind of clicking on the stone floor, walks right up to you. Her mouth, her jaw unhinges, and you are surprised to see it just kind of sink all the way down to like her chest. You can see dozens and dozens of rows of sharp teeth just she is on you now, but no attempt to strike you. What do you do, Ebrius?
Back to me. Another bonus action, cast right down on my Kopesh. Alright, does she look aggressive or is she just like...
Somewhat, almost like she unhinged her jaw to try to eat you.
But she didn't do anything else, even though she could have, right?
Yep.
Alright, Any response in my head?
No.
I quickly take a glance back. The portal, is it still active or?
Nope.
God. Gotta make something here real quick. Oh, fuck my life.
You don't have to
Alright.
take a bad luck card for rolls
Alright.
that you just randomly do for yourself.
Ebrius is gonna stab her with the short sword of wounding. Twice.
Alright, make your 2 attacks.
What? Does that hit?
Alright, your blade passes through this monstrous creature. You can see your blade, is definitely able to hit the monster, but it just kind of passes through as if it was air.
An illusion.
As you say that out loud, the monster disappears.
What's with the games, Nilista?
As you say that, you hear a slight chuckle. You're really quick. And as she says that, you watch as the bed itself moves as it kind of lifts up, and you can see that there's a doorway behind the bed itself. And out comes a red-skinned tiefling with one horn that extends from her forehead, and the other one kind of cut short, almost as a stub. And she walks out. You can definitely tell, like, she is a somewhat, cute tiefling. She has like a ponytail braided down. Looks to be maybe late teens. If anything, no older than about 19, 18 years old. Or a little bit older than that. I'd say like 20 years old.
Striking resemblance to Ebrius, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah. And as she comes out, she just kind of claps a little bit. That was so fun. Were you scared?
Terrified.
Is that really you, Ebrius? She walks around the chest at the foot of her bed. The bed is also lowered back down.
Can I take a quick look in the room?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
16.
Okay. Yeah, as it opens up, you do see that there's some sort of like hiding spot inside the room itself.
Right. Does this look like a cupboard or something? Maybe chest?
Right in front of the bed, yes. There's a scatterment of items everywhere. And as you still stand there, she just kind of waits for your response.
Wait, sorry, what was the question?
There's no question. Oh,
Yeah, like response. Like, what was the last said? I can't remember.
she just said it was really fun. Are you scared? And she's just now standing there.
Yeah, so I was terrified. He just looks her up and down, narrows his eyes.
You don't know who I am, do you?
I have a few guesses.
She coyly kind of just walks over and sits at the base of this trunk. Or on top of the trunk. She kind of crosses her legs, has her fingers kind of intertwined together on her lap. Very proper and prim position. She kind of looks at you. Posture, sorry. I've wanted to see you for a long time. Do I look... And she kind of stops. Do I look the way that you think I look? You thought I look?
Regrettably, yes.
She stands up from the trunk. I'm so happy to see you! And she runs up and she gives you a really big hug, Ebrius.
Oh God.
Not a lot of strength
Dodge.
in
Take a
there,
dodge action.
but she wraps around your hips. Do you dodge?
No, but he doesn't stab her.
Yeah, stab her.
If I rolled under a 10, he would have stabbed her.
So as she runs up, her arms kind of intertwine. Your hands are already at your khopesh and your short sword, but you don't physically lash out with them. They're kind of just like she's hugging your hips and like your waist, and so like your sword hands are just kind of held up high, like oh shit.
How tall is she?
She's about 5'4".
So
I mean,
how is she hugging my hips if she's 5'4"?
well, not hugging your hips, hugging like your waist, but like she's kind of leaned forward in a little bit. She's not like pressed up against your body. Only her upper torso really is.
That coin purse is gone.
And afterwards, she lets go of the hug. She says, "So happy you're here. You probably don't know who I am. Do you remember anything when you were a child?"
He's just looking her up and down, thinking in his head.
I know that look. You didn't even know I existed. And she kind of huffs a little bit, kind of turns around, faces the other way, almost as if she's like just looking somewhere else now.
Like the hand that's holding the short sword is getting tighter and tighter. Takes a step closer.
She folds her arms across her chest. You can leave now if you want.
You're the high priestess of the cult, aren't you?
She kind of looks at you shyly. And so what if I am? Are you going to kill me? Like you kill all your other brothers and sisters?
They are not my brother or sisters.
Well, that's not what that's not what Asmodeus says. She wants to refer to her own thing as a cult. That's not what the evil cult says.
We don't.
That I'm part of.
We are very self-aware.
We know.
No, not gonna kill you.
She kind of turns around. Then why are you here?
Kinda calms down a bit. You said we can get out of here. I want to save my friends.
I can help you with that.
How do I use this thing? How do I get them out?
I would have to probably do it for you. It only works if you're part of the family.
What does that mean?
Well, we're all family here.
What is going on, Cal, with that car horn?
I have no idea.
We're all family.
She tells out her house is near the highway.
No, I live in a gated community, so somebody has to like honk. They have to honk. It's like a loophole. They have to honk for like and hold it for like 5 seconds for the gate to open if you don't have the key. Anyways, she kind of looks at you. She kind of steps forward, lightly caresses.
Ebrius
your
takes like a
cheeks.
step back at this point.
Okay.
Goes around her.
Just-
Like always, like looking at her, pointing like his body's towards her, but he's like getting some distance.
I understand if you don't trust me. I mean, why would you? You're here to kill me, right?
No, I'm here to capture you.
Oh. And then what? Torture me for information? Is that what you're going to do, Ebrius?
If you just talk, no torture will be necessary.
Talk to you, or and give up all my secrets, or talk to Asmodeus and answer to him. Decisions,
Why would you
decisions.
answer to something so vile?
Because he's not vile. It's just how the world sees us.
He takes children from their parents, turns them into monsters.
Do I look like a monster to you? I know you kind of do.
You look like me.
I don't think I look quite exactly like you. I have to admit, I thought you'd be a little bit more handsomer.
Critical hit. Get the card.
Quadruple damage. Burn. She kind of walks over. Have you been taking care of your horns? They look so dry and flaky. You know, you have
What are you planning?
to rub some animal fat or grease on it.
What are you planning? What does the cult want?
She shrugs. I don't know. But I do know that
Inside check when she says I don't know.
Okay.
Boom. 26.
Okay. It's almost the borderline between she's telling the truth and she's not.
I don't know how to interpret that.
Like, she's kind of lying, but there's a part of her that's telling the truth as well.
What's your role in all of this?
I'm the High Priestess.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I just kind of stay in the rooms all day long. Um, Sometimes I hear voices, and sometimes I tell the people what I hear. I think I'm just one big glorified communication device. Like a sending stone.
And you're okay with that?
I have no choice. And she kind of
We
smiles.
always have a choice.
What do you want me to do? This is my family. It's not like you've ever come back for me, and from what I've heard of the stories, if you did, you would have just killed me anyways. Matter of fact, I was the one who survived your attack. Me and our younger brother.
He squeezes the khopesh and the sword.
There's 3 of us, Ebrius. And she walks over. There's a slight sadness to her. Well, 2, actually. Now.
He narrows his eyes.
Yeah. Davin was the youngest. I have to admit, I was pretty sad when you slew him.
He was a fucking robot.
Never slew Davin.
You were there.
The Warforged. You expect me to believe that was my brother?
Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's not true.
Tell me, are you my sister just like the rest of them are my brothers and sisters? Or is there more? Steps closer to her.
It's just the three of us. But I haven't seen you for, what, 20 years of my life? Meaning, yeah. So I barely know you. But our family, under Asmodeus, has taught me everything I know. They fed me, they clothed me, and they saved me from dying. The day you came and slaughtered all those kids. I just wanted to see the murderer in front of my eyes. And I'll be honest, I'm not impressed. She kind of hops up on the bed. So, what are you gonna do with me now?
Takes a step forward. Nothing. Gonna help me get my friends out of here, and we're gonna leave.
And why should I do that?
I'm here. You want to see me? I held up my bargain.
So, are you going to leave without me?
Would you come with me if I asked?
Maybe. If you said pretty please.
Stop joking around.
You can't tell me what to do.
Well, I'm your big brother, right? You're supposed to listen to your big brother.
So, if you're my big brother, why did you try to kill me when I was a baby?
He, shuts his eyes tight for a second. I didn't remember you.
You really are the Kinslayer. She kind of stands up on the trunk, towering over you. Go ahead. Put your blade in me. I think it's your mission to kill everybody who has ever been part of you.
Closes his eyes. He keeps hearing the voice he heard all those years ago. Where there's evil, I must destroy. And he just takes a step back.
Where there's evil, I must destroy. Blah, 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 blah. You don't look like some paladin. You look as dark and twisted as all of us. She kind of steps down.
And I am.
And so what gives you the right? Why do you get to kill every one of us? Why shouldn't I just hold you here until the reinforcements come and kill all of your friends? I mean, really, none of them really matter. But I know they would want you. She kind of claps, catching the Kinslayer.
He gets down on his knees.
I like this.
I'm begging you. Let them go.
Her face kind of shifts, the happy-go-lucky expression melting away into a more sinister, serious, darker expression. Why do you care about them so much? What have they done for you? I'm your sister. And you were about to put a blade through me because I look like a monster?
No, it's not about how you look. It's about who you serve.
And who do you serve? Why are you here?
I want to stop what happened to me from happening to anybody else.
You really think you're going to be able to stop us? This
Honestly,
has
no.
been in the making for so long. Much longer than you or me, Ebrius. There is no stopping her.
Allah.
She goes by a different name now. We call her Valusa.
Does that ring any bells?
No. They're almost here, and you're just wasting time. Fine. As your knees are on the ground, she says, touch your head to the floor. I want you to grovel.
He does so.
Tell me how the tell me how the floor tastes. Go on.
Stony.
Wow. I don't see you doing anything.
He takes a lick of the floor.
Ugh, it's gritty. It's dirty. It's got some like small little pebbles, sand, grit in your mouth now.
Like, mixes his mouth a bit and spits it out.
Yeah. She just kind of giggles. Oh, that's so gross. Oh my god. You really do like those people out there. Alright. Fine. I'll help you out this one time, brother. I'm just so sorry you're not gonna get what you came here for. She kind of sighs. Aren't you tired of failing all the time?
He just grits his teeth. Doesn't answer.
The moments of silence go by. back to the group downstairs. You guys can definitely hear. You guys don't hear anything, but
Wait. Like
what's up?
when Ebrius left, he like told Bass like, barricade like this area, blah blah blah. They're coming, so they had some time to prepare.
Maybe. What do you do best?
He went down again.
Okay.
Turned to Aurelia. Ebrius went after the voice that he heard.
By himself?
He didn't want to tell you, and I'm not gonna tell anyone what he has to do. He told me to barricade that we should barricade the portal because other people are coming.
Oh, God damn it!
Yeah, do not argue that.
I don't think we have.
God
I don't think we
damn
have
it.
time. I don't think we have time to wait, and we should get to it right now.
Okay.
That was
Oh,
so real though when he said, "God damn it."
Yeah. Yeah, Mikko, I'm not sure if you did, but last session at the end we had like a chance for a short rest. So if you get
so
anything
it's
back,
been
you
like
die.
hours. You guys have at least 2 hours. 1 hour before the boss fight, 1 hour after the boss fight. So
No.
it's been like a good.
I don't think I get shit up. My class is very much like, no.
I only get my channel divinity back for
Alright, well,
vulnerabilities.
Can I make like a engineering check or something to like make a good like battle formation? Well, barricades. Like that would be engineering.
If they
Battle
drag a
stations
bed
everywhere.
to the portal, do they block it? Do people just portal into the bed like with their feet cut off?
Now we're thinking with portals.
I don't think portals work that way.
So
The area they're trying to teleport to is obstructed.
please try again.
Well, like I would like, Bill, like.
Would you like to risk amputation or death?
The teleport you're currently trying to teleport to is currently in use.
No,
Please
but,
try again later.
like, there's a lot of spells that let you go into
All right. So
stuff,
roll
and usually
roll
when
investigation. Why?
those
Because
take some false damage and you
barricades aren't really that quick. So roll investigation as you start to look for what are you using to barricade.
I'm using asking people to like get
So-
bookcases, get tape, get
By
everything.
waking Alexander up.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you just
Because
take the
I
bed
need to
underneath
secure
Alexander.
the
No, yeah, but I would be like, we're preparing, like get up and get moving. We need to like dump boxes into different rooms.
What are we preparing for?
Reinforcement may arrive. We're gonna barricade, so we have a defensive position.
Reinforcements? You mean enemy reinforcements? correct?
Yes, I would not be building barricades for all reinforcement.
I was just making sure. You never know. You can't really say I'm very good at building barricades.
No, you just lift. I will tell you where to put it. You will lift things. The other guys will be lifting.
That's
Everybody.
hilarious.
Well, everybody will be lifting, not just you. You gotta move on.
All right, and as you do so, you guys notice like these these globes of moonlight shining through in various areas, and as you guys start to gather these materials, the globes flicker.
I'm gonna do something different. I'm not gonna help out that much. I might take one stool or something over there at some point, but mostly I'm gonna be searching for some handcuffs or manacles in the room.
All right. Yeah, sure.
That's an
Roll
interesting
investigation.
thing to keep inside your room.
Yep.
Duran has
It's a
done
demon cult.
Duran
They
has
have,
done
they
this
have
back
torture
home.
apparatus and shit.
fuzzy handcuffs.
Yes.
Yeah. A whip and the fursuit.
Yeah. So roll investigation for the handcuffs, manacles. Yeah, you look around, not many handcuffs or manacles. You do find a whip, and the whip looks pretty nasty. It's got like these really like studs on the end of it. Not really necessarily for like puncturing wounds, but more just for like increased bruising. And as you guys begin to, gather the materials and place them around the portal, the lights, the globes that filter out moonlight seem to start to flicker. Kind of occasionally. Flicker, 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 flicker. At one point, if you guys are in one of the rooms, the room does become into like total darkness for like a split second. And then the lights also shine back on.
I turn the light on my mecha panzer and my heavy crossbow.
Gotcha. Alright.
I'll also apply light to my shield.
Same.
Okay. Back to the bedroom.
Oh my.
Nilista looks down at you, a groveling and humbled Ebrius. She says, I don't really want you to die yet, but I really don't care if your friends do. But again, I'm not evil.
Just misunderstood.
Inside check.
And so I kind of do feel bad for you. But you also killed my brother literally like a couple hours ago. Fortunately, I couldn't do anything to stop it. And, well, Davin, of course, he would gladly die for the cause. What cause would you die for, Ebrius? I mean, besides killing your brothers and sisters.
He looks up at her. I would die for them.
Oh. Gay. Gaylord!
Oh
La la, look at me! Ooh, I'm gonna die for them. She kind of looks, smiling, looks at you. Alright. Fine. Let me see your amulet. Let's get you out of here. Before you do, there's only one thing left I need from you, and you're free to go. Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she pulls out a dagger. It's a really long, thin dagger. There's a groove in the middle. I'm just gonna prick you with this. And you're free to go. Okay?
If it's blood you need, I'm already bleeding.
I want to prick you though. What's the point of having this fancy like ritual dagger if I can't do it myself? You can't just drop your blood in there.
Whoa, high and mighty now. Living on a high foot.
Alright. He extends his arm.
She begins to make like airship noises as she like kind of imagines that this ritual dagger is an airplane. She says, "Going in for landing," and you feel a sharp prick on your forearm. You watch as the blood just immediately is just kind of all, it's just absorbed into this like crevice, this like small little what did I say, like a divot type of, a long divot that is in the middle of this blade, and you watch as your blood just flows into it. And
For the process, he was just like staring at her missing horn.
There is a large scar nearby her head too, where the horn was. And you watch as she takes it out. She looks at it, smells it. Delicious. And she tips it back, and the blood flows into her mouth. She like a princess, kind of dabs her lips. Ah, I understand you so much better now, big bro. Thank you. It seems like you have a powerful host. More powerful than I've seen in a while. You are very special, aren't you?
Host.
Yeah.
Ramafine.
You know his name. Good boy. And she kind of pats you on the cheek. Well, give me your amulet.
He gives her the amulet.
She touches it. A flash of purple light. You're all set. Just walk out. You'll be outside of Fairhaven. I think that's where you were, right? We're nowhere near Fairhaven here. I haven't been to a city in so long. I kind of want to go with you. But what's the
Then
point?
come with me.
Are you trying to persuade her, or are you just kind of like being a gentleman? Like, yeah,
No,
do you want to come?
He's trying to persuade her. He says, then come with me.
Why?
You can run away from this. You don't have to be some glorified communication stone. You can be whatever you want to be.
Oh, I can be a scholar or an adventurer like you.
You can be a farmer. You can be a housewife.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I want to be, a farmer or a housewife.
What a way to
Yeah, roll your persuasion with disadvantage, bro.
What I'm
Farmer
saying.
or housewife.
Oh my god. Talking about grandiose dreams and just mentioned the shittiest fucking stuff.
What I'm saying is, you
Shit in
can
a
be whatever you want to be.
You can clean out shit in a stable. You can't be sexual harassed in bars.
Look at how
Join
she's
freedom.
acting. She's all prim and proper princess-like. She's just being a farmer.
I understand his point. He's basically saying you can be whatever you want.
No, but
That's all
that's
I
not
care.
at all. That's not at all.
Hey, she started on the high end of the fucking spectrum. I just went the other way to prove a point.
That's not how you sell.
Not. Hey, I never said I was a good salesman.
Cal, can he get like triple disadvantage? I really feel like.
Hey,
you know?
fuck you, Miko. How about you go fuck yourself?
He doesn't need disadvantage.
I feel like this needs like the rare triple disadvantage because those are bad.
Triple what the fuck is triple disadvantage?
I don't know.
Alright.
He deserves it. I feel like we need
Double-
to invent it just for him.
Triple advantage? That was the Matt Colville episode of How to Be a Great GM, or with the
Oh, I
Geek
know.
and Sundry thing, where he was like triple advantage. What the fuck? I've never heard of that.
I haven't seen his videos.
Oh, dude, hilarious! That when she mentioned triple advantage, you should see the bewilderment on his face
Oh.
when he was just like, "What the hell is triple advantage?" But anyways, yeah, roll your persuasion with disadvantage.
No, let me finish and then finish the whole
Alright,
speech
alright,
for you guys.
fine. Farmer, housewife.
What I'm saying is, shut up, Miko. What I'm saying is, you can be whatever you want. You can live your own life. You don't have to be a tool for some cult.
I get it. She kind of taps her finger on her chin.
You don't have to be in some tower in a room locked away. You can go out, see the world.
Roll your persuasion with disadvantage.
You could argue that she could be paid 6 coppers to the silver.
You do have inspiration.
You do?
Yeah, we all got inspiration.
Yeah, you got all the ciphers and stuff from the last session.
Alright. I'll use my inspiration to make it a normal roll.
Oh, fuck me. Maybe I should have given you like double or triple
Natural
disadvantage.
one.
Yeah, right.
Well, then he would have never used his inspiration then. Alright, use it, man. Roll your persuasion, normal roll, straight roll.
Can I request for Miko to leave?
No, you cannot.
Damn it. Alright.
Oh, he did it
Alright.
again. Oh, nice.
Day's back.
It
Oh.
kind of worked. Let's be real. It kind of worked.
Yeah, it kind of worked.
Yeah, it did.
You're Mikkel, bringer of bad luck, misfortune, disaster.
Okay. As you say that, she looks at you. She kind of walks towards you, opens up her trunk. I do want to get out of here. And she kind of glares back at you. Your friends aren't going to do anything to me, right? I am really pretty and cute after all. Like, do you have any creeps in your party? Because one thing working with Asmodeus, I do run into a lot of creepy people.
No creeps.
No shit.
No creeps. Just a weird girl and an asshole.
Which asshole?
You're on.
Ah,
Aye. No offense taken. He's an asshole.
She looks at you. Alright, let me grab my stuff. The trunk here opens up. She starts to take out like a pack. It almost seems like the pack has been already readied and she's just kind of like acting like she's adding more stuff in it, but she's not. She's just like rummaging
Pretend
around.
like she's ready. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna grab.
Oh, I'm gonna go farming so hard. With...
Yeah.
So with that, she just kind of takes, after like 2 minutes, she takes the pack out of her the trunk and she's like, "Where's it? I'm ready. Let's go."
And he starts walking to the portal.
And you do. As you walk to the portal, the both of you disappear and reappear.
before they reappear, I would like to do something. As we're like barricading, going around the rooms and stuff, I'd like to ask the other party members. So, where's Ebrius?
He left.
He left.
Yeah.
Where did he leave to?
We're making barricades, Cal. Don't delete it.
All right.
He went to talk to somebody who was talking in his head.
Went to talk with someone that's talking in his head.
Yeah.
So he went to talk with a disembodied voice.
There's a fair chance he's being possessed.
Well, I know that much.
I mean, he did turn into that thing. It could be the same person who wants to talk to him.
Right, but did he go through the portal?
Oh yeah, he went up and talked. Well, actually, he went up the stairs. We don't know where he went.
Up the stairs. So is someone else in that room, or is the disembodied voice just up there? Is it a ghost?
It's the voice from the amulet.
It's a voice from... I didn't know the amulet had a voice.
Well, you never bothered to ask it. I mean, that's on you.
I thought you were going to give an explanation once you done your thing on it.
I told everybody it's not my fault if you didn't listen.
He was
I was in a
sleeping.
room recovering from my wounds.
Well, do some, you win some.
So what are they talking about?
Well, as they're not here, we don't know.
Well,
Probably.
he went up there with some purpose, did he not?
Well, he wanted to let us out. He couldn't use the amulet because he's bad at attuning to magical items.
Right, but won't... So he went to the disembodied voice for guidance.
Well, I don't know. He wanted to ask how to make it work and please let us
I
leave.
thought you were supposed to know that.
No, I'm not allowed to touch it. It breaks.
Right. But couldn't you just tell him how it worked?
I told him he couldn't figure it out.
And so you're saying that the disembodied voice is going to give a better explanation of it than you?
Maybe. It lives in
Man,
there.
isn't that how gods with clerics and paladins work anyway? So it
I
doesn't
don't know.
make much difference.
Not a big fan of religion, but, maybe he's talking to your god or a god. Who knows? Maybe it's just his own imagination getting, like, self-conscious, so he's just talking to it.
That doesn't make that makes even more or less sense.
less
than
complaining, more
disembodied
barricading.
voice. I'm not complaining, I'm simply questioning where our comrade went, because suddenly he disappeared.
Well, bro, I'm not the leader. That's on Aurelia to control her party members. It's been very clear.
Yes, Aurelia. You really should, step up and lead your party if you're the leader. You're kind of just taking a backseat most of the time. I mean, an honest critique here. So.
And tell me, what was I supposed to do in that situation?
I don't know. I don't know the situation because you're being awfully vague about it.
He just went up there to talk to his voice, and now I've learned. What am I supposed to do?
And now it's his voice. No, it's whatever.
And as you say that, you guys see a
real quick. So one more scene before we teleport. Like as they're getting ready to teleport, and she's like standing beside him.
Okay.
He looks at her, and again he hears the voice in his head. Where there's evil, I must silence. So for the first time ever, Ebrius silenced the voice.
Okay. She will not notice as she is waltzing around the room picking up items and shit and putting it in her pack. Unless you say silence out loud.
No, in his head.
Okay. And after that, everyone in this room see 2 purple flashes. And you watch as Ebrius and a younger-looking tiefling woman kind of appear right in front of this portal. You guys are the barricades right there, kind of in the way as well. Can't really see too well, but
yeah, like so one person can come at a time.
She looks up. She says, "Wow, I like what you guys have done with the place.
Ebrius?
Really made it your own."
Who is this?
I thought you went upstairs. Now I'm even more confused.
Yeah, teleports.
And who's this? Is this the disembodied voice? Or...
She's...
Name's Nilista. Pleasure to meet you. Ebrius's younger sister. By blood.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes, his sister, alright. Sure, pleasure to meet you. I'm Alexander Ifiola.
Name before?
Alright, let's skip the introductions. Let's get the hell out of here first.
Oh yeah,
Much
there's some assassins on their way.
Well, no time to dilly-dally then.
I tried to see if Ebrius is something is happening with Ebrius, but my eyes of the grave only detect undead, so it won't do anything, but I'm gonna use it anyway.
She walks by you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna start kind of getting this woman on her feet.
She walks by you, Durin, and roll a wisdom save.
Sure.
There's a fragrance. It is delicious. Sweet, a little nutty, but mostly just fragrant. And as this fragrance kind of enters your nostrils, you are taken back to one of like the happiest moments of your life. Sweet apple pie by mama, just resting out by the windowsill. Birds chirping in the air, the sounds of tinkering. Bast, roll your wisdom save as Nilista walks by you.
I think Bast is in range for my aura as well, so add a +5.
Well, no need to make 25 a 30. All right,
29.
Make it a 30. Make it a 30.
There's no need. You shouldn't have brought it up. As Nilista passes by you, Bast, she smells alright, like maybe some perfume on her, but she's not your style, she's not your type. You like your tieflings ugly.
And more
Hey.
Jewish.
I'm joking. Ebrius is above
Ebrius is
average.
Ebrius is Ebrius.
Ebrius has personality.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe he's not handsome, but he's rugged. God damn it.
He's got charm, in a way,
You know,
when the lights are
Yes,
off.
in a way. I agree.
When it's dark.
you know.
She kind of walks past. She's like, "Ooh, what's this?" Roll your wisdom save, Alexander.
Is this against being charmed?
No.
Okay.
All right.
25.
She smells good. Very fragrant. Durin, you take an immediate liking to her. She stirs something in you, like happy memories, but also something down under. You know what I'm saying? Like some sort of primal.
She's not a bearded lady from Shrek.
Yeah, she's not a bearded lady from Shrek.
Yeah.
Some sort
Maybe
of like
she is, like, you don't know
primal-
that.
No, you very much know that she's not. That's why yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
she's polymorph. She is polymorph. It's this guy's self.
But yeah, you feel like a stirring in your loins, like you would do bad things to this woman if you could. That kind of like primal urge kind of creeps up on you. You start to get a little flushed, a little hot and heavy.
Does
Nilisto,
Ebrius notice this?
no. Unless
I'm
you're
not a
like,
cartoon-
what are you?
I'm not a cartoon character.
Yeah.
Like,
Awooga! Awooga!
I don't know. Duran seems the type. I mean, I remember him in the inn with the.
Oh yeah,
The
the
Shrek
ugly, the bearded lady from Shrek. Doris was her name.
I think she was Shrek.
It was no, that was a picture from Shrek.
No, but I mean, like, I think she was, you know.
Oh,
It
was
just
she
Shrek.
Shrek?
I don't know. Seems like it.
But anyways, she walks past you, Alexander, and she like kind of crouches down. Ah, Julia, you're still alive. Ah. And she, in one swift motion, takes the dagger out, right in the back of the neck.
What? And pain starts appearing.
You cannot kill characters,
Alexander
Cal.
and the door of the Guardian again.
No.
So you just see a glow from his neck.
I'm not
What the
feeling
fuck
this guy
is this
anymore.
shit, dude? This is such a. She's just like, as the wound closes up, as she retracts the dagger, she's like, "What the?" And she just just stabs the shit out of her.
I'm gonna try.
Melissa, the hell are you doing?
She's just like standing there, like crouching on her on her feet, just
I'm gonna try
poking
and
daylight
stop
into
it,
the
yeah,
back.
kinda-
Yeah. So roll a strength check. You're right next to her.
Right.
She rolled an 18, a +2.
I got
you
an
you hold her
unnatural one.
you hold her back, and she's like, "Get off me!" As she- 2 more stabs.
I run up and try to stop her.
All right. She gets off 2 more stabs. So the first stab is going to do, let's just say 1d4 plus 4, so 6 points, and then the second is going to do 6 and another 5. So and she's also prone, so she has advantage on every attack here.
If this one drops, I'm just gonna cast Spare to Dying the
So
moment he drops.
that's 6 points of damage for the first one.
So
Oh,
that's
shit.
the one I already blocked, right?
Yeah, that's the one you already blocked. It is 7 points of damage for the second piercing. And for the third one, that's a hit.
I don't know if I can even react in time for all of these.
Oh yeah. Okay. So after the first one, you attempt to drag her away, but she's strong for a little girl, and she just like pushes away, and 2 more daggers in the back.
Spare to Dying, Spare to Dying, Spare to Dying, Spare to Dying. I can cast it
As
2
you
times
run
per
up,
turn.
Ebrius, roll a dex check to try to stop her first. Yep, not good enough.
Does the Mecha Panther do anything?
The
Yeah,
No,
probably
Mega Panther
should.
hasn't been commanded to do anything.
yeah, Mega Panther.
It's been ordered to guard it.
No.
Yeah, I
Hey,
already
Yeah,
did
if
he's
think-
the
anything,
master
it
of
helps-
Mecha Panther, so
It helps holding her down. If anything, that was the last command
I should get
given.
triple advantage on these attacks, actually. But yeah,
Oh no, it's only if Danzig got it for his bad social talk, and he didn't.
so the tiefling's like ah ah ah, and it's just like a pool of blood spreading underneath her, and
Is she doing the
as
tongue thing still?
what? No. Before she dies, she's like ah.
I'm gonna immediately time with my free hand try and stop the bleeding. Hold my hand. What is wrong with you?
She kind of stands back up, wipes the dagger off on Julia's hair, and puts a dagger. Does like the all done like hand clap, like, all right, let's go. The assassins are coming. And she starts to walk away. Come on.
Ebrius? Who in the world is she?
No time to
Oh,
explain now. We have to
hey.
move.
And why does she have a weapon?
And who are you two? Who are you two, Ebrius?
I'm his younger sister, Nilista. Pleasure to meet
well,
you.
he never mentioned he had a younger sister.
Yeah, I'm his younger sister. She reaches her hand out for a handshake.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
All right,
Well.
you take her hand.
Yeah.
All right, roll another wisdom
Seems like,
save.
like genetics or another. So
This time with disadvantage, my friend.
Yeah.
You love this bitch now.
Yeah.
She-
no,
You have fallen in love with this woman. She is the most beautiful. Like just the way she stabbed her dagger in the
Yeah.
back of
She's
girl's
stylish.
neck.
She has a charm. She has personality.
So fluid and
Yeah.
like just no remorse at
She's
all.
not afraid to speak her mind and stab bitches.
You know.
She had it coming. I mean, she was an annoying person. Clearly, it's my choice. We should have done that hours ago.
To be honest, you're right. So as you touch her hand, it's so soft and it's so delicate. You feel like it's a flower that you can crush underneath your calloused, well-worn hands for years of smithing, of course.
Yeah.
You know, and you look into her eyes and you can see your own reflection in them, and you are lost in her gaze. And she smiles. You're actually really cute. What was your name?
Well, my name is Duran Lee, and let's
Duran
get you out of safety. Let's get you to safety.
I don't need to be rescued. And she kind of lightly taps on your shoulder, like kind of punches you a little bit. I'm really good. I will kill a bitch.
Well, I saw him.
Yeah. Yeah.
She had it coming.
I know. I always hated Julia. She was the worst. She always did like this tongue thing with her
Yes,
mouth. Like,
yes.
I hated it.
Yes, sometimes she didn't. She clearly just was trying to get a thing. It didn't work.
Well, I mean, I'm so glad she's dead. What are your friends doing? And she like looks over, and all of you guys are just kind of huddled around Julia, who's clearly dying.
I was casting Spare the Dying and apparently didn't do anything right.
Yeah, spare the dying. Yeah, she stops dying.
Alright, I'm gonna go here. Say,
Stops dying because she's already dead.
Yep.
No,
She's
child.
I mean, while she was getting stabbed, like that would do something if it's just 3 or 4 attacks.
Yeah, I'd say she's like not dying anymore, but she's not alive either. Oh, well, she's not like, conscious.
Good.
But she's not
Ebrius comes
dead.
here. Says like, Moon Elf, child, we're leaving now.
The child is still sleeping. Cora has her draped around her bag. Cora is coming back soon. So
Hey, can I check like this woman? What was her name? Jessie?
Julia,
Julia's pulse. Something.
roll medicine check.
Like check her condition.
Yeah, roll medicine check.
How critical it is. Can she be moved? Medicine. 13.
Oh, maybe some permanent paralyzation as the dagger, severed various, spinal cord.
Shit, that's one hell of a dagger hand.
Yeah, she just like kind of slipped it right in between like the two vertebrae in the base of her neck and just.
Yeah, that's
That's
dagger,
incredible medical knowledge, or it's really lucky, or she has a really, really strong arm.
That's my little sister.
That's,
I
that
can
is
see
some
how you're
really
like.
nice- That is some dagger that we call longsword in this region.
Well, you know.
All right, come on, get up. We have to go.
What in the world happened to her for her to simply do this? Who is she, really?
Hey guys,
Say
we're
it's
busy.
sister.
I'll tell you later. We don't have time. Get up.
I'd
get
quite
moving.
like
The
to know
lights
now. I
begin
don't
to
want to be
flicker.
stabbed in the back.
Rapidly.
Can we just leave him if he doesn't want to come?
You
I
guys
agree
watch
to that.
as some sort of darkness, inky darkness, begins to pool around these lights. What do you do?
So is it already?
Oh,
Melissa, do your thing. You gotta go.
All right. Well, where is everybody?
I'm here being blocked by these two people.
Yeah. So
That guy wants to die over there. Oh well, frankly, we want them all to die, but yeah, he also wants to die.
Mecha Panther
Alright.
just kind of chink 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 follows you, Durin.
Alexander, move or get left behind.
I'm gonna pick up Julia.
Do it now!
Unequip my shield.
Go 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 go!
Unequip my shields out of both my hands, and then I'm gonna.
Cora
pick up-
would now. Oh wait, hey, Day is back.
I shoot the trigger I put here so it collapses so he can't enter.
Yeah. So Day, the group.
I'm curious.
What was that?
You're saying Cora would not, and I'm curious as to what you were going to say there.
Oh, Cora would probably not let the party members leave Alexander here after watching him save
Hell no.
Lizzie.
It's fine. You've been thrown out as well then. We don't actually say this.
I agree.
Yeah.
Open enrollment is closed.
Escape from the group.
Only original members.
So what did I miss?
Nothing.
Drama,
Just found a
family
lost sister.
drama.
Their brother sister.
It's Ebrius' sister, and she is kind of crazy in the head, but she'll
Oh,
take
she's
us
wonderful.
Yeah, so Ebrius went upstairs. He talked to the High Priestess, which is his younger sister, and his sister knows how to use the spider amulet, so he brought her back. And when he brought her back, the first thing that his sister did was to walk up to the current hostage we had tied on the ground and just stabbed her repeatedly.
I mean, she had it coming. We can all agree to that.
Yeah, I would have stabbed her as well.
Of course. Of fucking course.
All right.
Yeah.
So Alexander, as she just starts to count down. All right, 5, 4. Pick up Julia with a strength check. All right, you're like, she's like kind of like piggybacked on your back. She's like 3, 2. Roll a dex check.
I'm not gonna run. Fuck that.
Well,
All right. So all of you guys watch as he is carrying Julia on the back.
I'm already heavy enough. I'm already slow enough. There's no point in me running.
Okay.
I
What
mean-
does the rest of you do? Because she's like
Melissa,
2,
wait.
1.
Oh, yeah.
So question. With these portals, because last time when I tossed Lizzie through, I was still touching her and it dragged me through too. Is that a thing?
Are you asking me as like a player to a DM?
I don't really know.
Roll an intellect check for Coraval. There was a lot of shit happening at that time period.
Roll intelligence?
You were touching her. You were carrying her, which was probably one of the reasons why both of you went.
So, could I use my my grappling hook, which I still have, to try to grab Alexander?
Yeah, Go ahead and
Oh my god, you're gonna shoot me with a fucking grappling hook? Oh my god.
It's not shooting. It is basically just a crowbar with rope wrapped around it, and I'm aiming for the person on your back, not you, because I don't want to hurt you, because I like you.
But I
Why
don't want
would
to
you
bring
kill
up.
her? She's already in like critical condition.
Let's be clear. You're throwing a bar of metal at him. That is pretty much essentially what you're doing.
That's okay. So you're not
Yes, I am
shooting it with your
throwing-
bow, right? Okay.
No, I am throwing this like grappling hook style.
Okay.
So how do I do this?
That's just
roll a
gonna
dex
do,
check.
Like 10 damage. No. Another spare to die.
All right. So, you guys all watch as
Just makes
One-
my armor class since I unequipped my shield.
one-handed she's holding onto onto Lizzie, the child apprentice mage, kind of like a koala bear. She's like cuddled up in their arm, and the other hand she's like woof 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 woof, and a dark piece of metal, this bar just flies out towards you, Alexander. Roll a dex save.
Dodge!
Dex save.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh,
Well,
right.
that's
Nice,
Oh,
nice,
one.
nice. So, the crowbar, you guys all watch as it soars through the air, and all of you here who's standing next to Coravel can definitely tell, like, as soon as that shit left her hand, it's going straight to Alexander's head. Alexander, you notice it a little bit too late. The thing is just like kind of zeroing in on you, and by the time you blink your eyes, it's right in front of you and just goes boom and just hits you right in the mouth. Alexander, roll 1d10 points of damage. If you get over 5 points of damage, you're gonna get some teeth knocked out.
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
I like how
You just
a
had
crowbar
to
with
do
a rope on it does more damage than like a long sword, and does
Critical
like
fail.
2.
Well,
No teeth knocked out.
No teeth
Thank
knocked
God.
out.
Don't you have a bad luck card you can use?
Oh
I
wait,
do
yes.
not have a bad luck.
He doesn't have a bad luck card, you motherfucker. Alright, with that, you guys watch as he turns his head, and then the crowbar just bangs on his cheek. Big lump on it now. And then it just
Why
ting,
would
ting,
you-
ting, ting, clatters onto the floor afterwards.
Why would you throw a metal bar at him?
What in the world are you
Are you trying?
doing?
Isn't this thing on its back? So wouldn't it bounce off his face and like catch on his back between him and the
You
bird?
hit me straight in the mouth.
Yeah, but it's going towards you.
It's gonna bounce back, yeah, but it's gonna bounce back this way.
yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, maybe it like catches in his his, what do we call it, like
The front armor, where the collar
yeah, the
is.
front part, the
Yeah.
color.
Do I have any chance of
Yeah,
that?
so roll a sleight of hand for that, Corvel. You guys, this is PvP at its best.
I'm just looking at these people very disappointed and ready to leave them behind.
Yeah, so with that, unfortunately, it catches for a second, but there's not really good area for it to stay on, and just kind of ping, clink, ting, ting, it falls on the ground.
I'm gonna yell to Alexander, grab the rope!
With what hands?
Just
Step
to
on
let
it.
you guys
Teeth or
know,
something.
just to let you guys know, we've been like kind of just waiting here for 15 seconds. I think he could have just walked over here by this
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Sure.
pretty much.
Listen, I'll take your apology later, Cora.
Oh my fucking gods! I come here. I help him carry the woman.
Yeah, no problem.
Cora, why do you throw a metal bar at him?
Finally.
Yeah.
I didn't
Oh
want him to
shit,
get
why did
left
you
behind.
teleport? Alright, so there you go. As you guys all walk over, she says, alright, everyone stand close together, touching each other. Come on.
I should have stayed at the
I like circles. Let's do a circle, guys. You, and she points at you, Durin, you can stand next to me.
Yeah, as well. Have a hand on metal mega pencil.
She looks up Cora Vel up and down. Who's this bitch?
Stab her! Stab her in the neck!
Who are you?
She'll throw a fucking crowbar at you.
You're really funny. What's your name? Cora Vel. Roll a wisdom save.
You get a crowbar and
You
you
may
get
add a plus
crowbar.
5 to that. Because despite you trying to hurt Alexander, Still has a no.
21 after the +5.
Yeah. So she smells really good. You're like, ooh, I want that. But that's about it. She smells clean.
I sort of
sweet.
slide closer, just not so subtly sniffing, but that's about it.
Oh yeah, is when you do that, Nilista kind of looks at you. Ooh.
Hey, Moon Elf, stay away from my sister.
Everybody
I think
ready?
The point is that we're supposed to be touching Ebrius.
1 second, and she like kind of walks over here, takes the dagger out again.
I walk away. No. I walk away. I sling that burst Julia behind my
She's
back.
a
I throw
really
against the
piece
wall.
of shit, just to let you know. She's a
Yeah, we know.
He's
bad.
going to get what
We
he
don't-
deserves anyway.
Listen,
Did
people
you
are
hear the
products
wall?
of their environment. He's undoubtedly had a tough
She's
life.
from this environment, and she doesn't.
Just don't listen.
Exactly, she's from this environment, and you
Yeah.
can see what happened to the two others. They're psychopaths with swords.
Yeah, but she's not snaking at other people. That's just rude.
No, but she is stabbing people for no reason.
Maybe has it coming.
No, I have beef with Julia.
Yeah, she probably has it coming.
She would do it to me.
She probably would.
She wishes she was the high priestess like I am. Anyways, I'll just never mind. And she's like, everybody ready?
I
Join
mean, I would like
hands.
to take that dagger from you before you stab someone
No.
else.
Join
Taking
hands.
people's weapon.
I figured not. Aurelia, don't you think we should take the dagger from this unstable individual?
Do you want to
before we
leave
go?
or do you want to stay here and die?
I'd like not to get stabbed in the back by you later.
Alexander, shut up and let's just go.
All right,
would
grab
like to-
hands, everybody. Do you guys all grab your hands?
Yes.
Alright. Again, when you grab her hand, Durin, sparks fly through you.
Yep.
You're just like, oh. Roll a
This is where all,
constitution.
this is where all the charm and Ebrius went, because he has 0 and she has all of it.
Roll a constitution save.
Your pants are now wet.
Oh, yeah.
Plus 5, 15.
Oh, plus
Plus
5. No, wait. Is that 10 feet? I would say that's 10 feet.
10?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plus 5.
Within.
For a second, you shudder. You're like, and then the sensation passes as Alexander. You look at Alexander and just all shrivels up.
That can kill any opponent.
Your balls just retract.
What do you
into
mean? Alexander's super fucking hot.
But he's very annoying. That's kind of a.
that would
He has
shrivel
the
in.
looks, but doesn't have the
I mean-
personality.
If Cora wasn't traumatized by the loss of her monk, she would be all over Alexander. Just
Yeah.
There's no reason to lie.
Don't make him feel bad. What are you guys gonna do?
Funny
Like,
way
go
of
off,
showing it.
go
throwing
off on a
crowbars
duo
at
as
it.
spin-off? Crowbar face.
I'm traumatized here.
You want to go on a date? Yes, no, throw crowbar back at me.
But that was, she was trying to help.
She was going to leave you.
I would want to leave him.
All right, and all of you, at that moment, flash out.